And now, it's time for another episode with the two brothers who ice fish from the same hole, who have kicked the same field goals, and who will have you laughing from start to finish. Bringing you the sports, music, and entertainment straight from their Eskimo hut. It's the Eskimo Brothers Podcast.
Yo, what is up, everybody? What is up? What is up? What is up? Welcome to the Eskimo Brothers Podcast. Leaf, is this episode 55? That's the last thing I didn't look.
That sounds correct.
Good God.
I think it is 55, yeah.
Okay, welcome into episode 55, everybody. I'll get there one day. Hey, sometimes you check everything and then you forget to check the little things.
Yeah, we're getting old, man.
Getting old. Welcome in, everybody. If you're out there watching us on Twitch and YouTube live at the same time, what is up? Cheers out there, everybody. How are you doing?
To hit that follow button on Twitch there and then subscribe to us on YouTube and watch us every week.
We've had 4 already.
We have had 4.
We're going to beer count of 4 starting off. Man, it's good to be back here, bro, and record with you, brother. How are you been doing? How you been doing? We had a great time this last week together. We recorded. We went to a show together. It's been a fucking great weekend / leading up to this episode, bro.
Yeah, really good weekend, man. Drank some beers, actually.
Good God, did we ever.
So many.
Yes. On Friday at the show, and then Sunday watching football all day, we got completely... I can't believe we're drinking right now.
Yeah. This is... this is what we do. But as we get older,
now.
it's getting a little harder, getting a little tougher to do it.
For now. We do this for now.
Yeah, we do this for now. But no, it was a great weekend, man. Me and Sam went to the Cody West show over here, kind of right down the road from his house. He was playing right there. I said, man, we got to go see that show. That guy's really good.
Yeah.
So that's what we did. We had a great time. The opener, we were kind of shocked by the opener. He was really good.
Man.
Mitchell Ferguson?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd never heard of him before, and he got on there. I was like, man, this guy's actually really good.
From Dallas.
Yeah, from Dallas, Texas. Yeah. And, so that was cool. Nice little surprise. And then Cody West came on there and rocked the show after that. And so, yeah, we ended our night at Buc-ee's with,
oh, God.
probably $40, $50 worth of food. And
it was insane. I remember... Well, I don't remember the trip to Buc-ee's, but I remember waking up the next day with what we bought at Buc-ee's, and I was like, wow, there's all kinds of beef jerky everywhere.
That's usually how it goes down.
Yeah. It was so late that they didn't even have the sandwiches set out.
Right.
I was like, damn it. And I think you ordered something, and I was like, I'm just going to get
I got
random shit.
You couldn't order, from the actual grill, but whatever they had some, chicken tender strip things already made.
Oh, that's right.
So I got some of those, and I was like, I'm all right with that.
I just woke up and I had nothing but cheese and meat and beef jerky and cookie dough balls. I'm like, good God.
Yeah.
Welcome to the drunken trip to Buc-ee's at God only knows what time. I have no clue.
Yeah, and then Sunday we went to our buddy Chris's house. He cooked a lot of meat and stuff and set us up nice for some food there, and we watched basically the noon games and we watched the Cowboys game at 3:30.
Oh yeah.
Had a good time over there with him and his family, and just watched football, and then came back over here and kept drinking.
Yeah, we didn't stop.
We didn't stop.
I was like, there's one more game for the day, Sunday night. We're gonna continue this train, bro. And I was like, God, why'd we do that? But hey, that's what we do, bro. That's what we do.
That's not the first weekend that happened, and it's not going to be the last.
No, absolutely not. But it's been a hell of a weekend leading back up to this episode back here in the igloo, if you will. But I'm happy to be here with you, man, as always. Let's jump into episode 55. We got another loaded episode, bro.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff that's been going down this last week, actually, since we last recorded. So, yeah, man, there's a lot of stuff to cover.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's jump in. All right, we're going to start off with a couple paying our respects to a couple of people that unfortunately passed away this past week. Which, goddamn, we've talked about this so much on this podcast. It seems like every week we have another legend or somebody that we admire that ends up passing away because of age, basically. Because we're getting where everybody we grew up with, man, is starting to get up there where it things take a turn health wise. The first thing I got on my list though is the comedian Gallagher.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
Now, everybody probably knows the comedian Gallagher. He was very famous. He was one of the most recognizable just because of the way that he performed on stage with his props and everything. Of course, his massive sledgehammer that he called the Sledge-O-Matic, where he busted up not only watermelons, but a ton of shit, everything, basically.
Yeah.
Where if you came to the show, you're in the first 5 rows, they actually gave you like these.
Yeah.
These,
because you're going to
whatever
get
the hell
hit
they're
with some
called.
fruit for
You're-
sure.
Yeah, they gave him little, almost like a curtain, or basically like what painters lay down, basically, so they don't. But they they gave that to the first like 5 rows because all the shit went everywhere, all over the audience. And that was part of the show.
Yeah.
So I remember watching him perform and stuff like that when I was growing up and just laughing because I just thought it was crazy and outrageous. But that's what he did, man, and he was very famous actually. And he was 76 years old, passed away. I do believe that there's some stories out there like audience members, getting hurt and stuff like that, where he had to pay a lot of money and all that. But, he had a long life. He was 76. He died in hospice care inside of his home. Now, he did have like 2 heart attacks early on. So I think they deemed the cause of death of organ failure just from the numerous heart attacks that he suffered. So,
yeah,
76.
he actually, at one point, he collapsed on stage. And and that was because of a minor heart attack, and that was 10 or 12 years ago. And then, he's had a few, and so that's what I see as the cause of death was organ failure, just because of numerous heart attacks. And 76, man. Yeah, I remember this guy when I was a kid. I watched some of his specials all the time, and he had all kinds of crazy props. Like he had this oversized couch one time. It was like basically like a trampoline. He was jumping all over it, and made me laugh when I was a kid. And I remember all the smashing the fruit thing and all that. But yeah, he was a real big comedian for a long time.
Very big comedian forever, dude. I mean, he was active well like way before me and you were born. So
yeah.
Definitely R.I.P. to Gallagher, man. There's a lot of videos out there you can go watch on YouTube and stuff like that if you want to take a trip down memory lane. So R.I.P. And unfortunately, bro, we got another one. Another one that we definitely grew up with. That was big for me and you personally, Kevin Conroy. Now, you may not recognize that name. However, you probably would recognize his voice.
Yes, absolutely.
So, Kevin Conroy, who voiced Batman for 3 decades, actually. He was 66 years old. He passed away, unfortunately, this past week as well. So, he did, like I said, for 3 decades, he did a ton of Batman voices on the TV shows, movies, and video games. And he passed away from cancer, actually, bro, intestinal cancer. So, unfortunately.
Yeah, and that was a big shock because he never disclosed that he was sick or anything. And so nobody really knew. And then, when he passed away and they found out the cause of death, like that was the kind of first time anybody was hearing about it, except anybody outside of his family, obviously. But yeah, but I saw a lot. I mean, there's a lot of people that had worked with him, especially Mark Hamill, who, voiced the Joker forever alongside of him.
That's right. I forgot about that. Actually,
he had a nice little tribute for him on Twitter. I read that, and it was real nice. And a lot of people had that had worked with him on numerous voicing things. So yeah, he done a lot of work outside of Batman as well. But that was what he was known for. He was since the '90s. He had voiced the animated Batman for a lot of DC animated stuff. So
yep.
And us being huge Batman's fans, so we want to pay respects to him and his family.
We've watched those TV shows and movies and played the video games a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, because some of those Batman games are amazing.
Yeah, they're insanely good.
There's a new one out, I think, but R.I.P. to those 2 guys starting off this episode. Just, again, man, like we said, more people we're growing up with that are hitting that age, man, where stuff happens and you're not promised tomorrow, bro.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So rest in peace, guys.
Rest in peace. Okay, moving on from that, let's get into some other stuff here, some TV show stuff that I had. Now, bro, you've mentioned this a million times to me, as well as a lot of other people have mentioned this to me as well. I know that Yellowstone started on Sunday night. I have not watched a single episode of the show Yellowstone. I probably should because of the amount of people saying how good it is, which I have no doubt because it's Kevin Costner, right? Obviously, I know that he's the main character, or one of the main characters. So I wanted to ask you if you watched the season premiere because everybody's been talking about it.
I did watch it last night. It premiered on Sunday night, but I was over here pounding beers, so of course watching football.
Right.
And so I was like, I'm gonna catch that one Monday night.
Yeah.
And so I watched it after work on Monday. Kind of started off. Yeah, it kind of started off the way Yellowstone starts off. It's a little slow, but it's building up to this thing that's about to happen. It's about to get ugly in this season, so it looks like it's heading toward a good spot. I was pretty critical of the last 2 seasons because they were kind of slow moving. Towards the end of last season, though, it kind of picked up a little, so I was kind of happy about that. But yeah, man, it's a good show. It's pretty entertaining. It's just basically like a huge soap opera set in Montana, basically. So it's a lot of drama. Got a little bit of action to it, but yeah, it was a good kickoff for that season, and so
this is season what? That just
5,
season 5.
Season
so
5.
I think if I watched the first 4, see that's the thing. I may watch until the show's done, bro.
Yeah,
and then that way I can just binge the whole series.
Yeah,
that's kind of what I did with Game of Thrones.
There's only like 10 or 12 episodes in a season. They're about an hour long.
Okay,
but it's on Paramount, so it actually has commercials, so they're about 40 something minutes long.
Okay,
and so yeah, it wouldn't take you long to get through it.
No. Okay. Well, I'll just check in on that. But I know a ton of listeners out there that we have. They literally love this show, Yellowstone, bro.
Yeah, that's probably one of the more popular shows out there.
All right, I'll look into it. No doubt about it. Okay, we talked about this next thing. We mentioned this quite a while ago on the podcast that I saw, bro. Now, after Johnny Depp's whole thing with his court and all that he was never going to play, he said himself, I'm never going to play Jack Sparrow again.
Right.
At the time.
Yeah.
Now, maybe that changes one day. Who knows? Hopefully, because it's one of the best characters that we've ever had. But we did talk about how Margot Robbie is taking that spot for the next Pirates movie.
Right.
We were like, what?
Yeah.
We love Margot Robbie. She's amazingly hot.
Yes.
But I don't want to see her as a pirate. I'd rather see her as something that's basically like anything that involves less clothing for her. I'm in, right?
I mean, yeah, 100%.
So, anyways, the other thing that I saw for Margot Robbie in this Pirates movie is she came out and said it's been canceled, so they're not doing this.
Yes, actually, I did see that.
Yeah. So she says that she was been working on it for a long time, actually, but now that they've canceled it, and so what does that mean? Are they going to try and persuade Johnny to come back, bro?
Sounds like that might be.
Because they owe him a massive apology.
Yeah, they do.
And if I was him, I'd hold strong and be like, nah, bro. But then again, money talks, bro.
Yeah.
And they got all the money in the world.
There's still a ton of people in there, though, that don't believe in the Johnny Depp thing. And it was not because he got, I saw, too, that he was added to Rihanna's little fashion show that she does, I guess. Did you see that? He was added as like a model to do her fashion show that she owns, like her brand, I think.
Johnny Depp was?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
He was, yeah, he was going to make an appearance as a model on her little fashion show. And then one of the guys that has supported that brand for so long, and honestly, I don't have it pulled up. I don't know his name. Never heard of him before in my life.
Okay.
But he says he's never wearing the brand again, and he's not going to be associated with it anymore because of that. And I was like,
okay. All right, guy.
Okay, guy. Like, I don't know who you are, guy.
Like, Johnny Depp cares.
Yeah. Or Rihanna probably doesn't give a shit either, bro.
No.
She's a billionaire already.
Yeah, that's insane. You're right, actually.
So, yeah, I mean, whatever, though. But Disney, if Disney wants to make money on those movies again, then you get him back in it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if the Margot Robbie one would have been bad or whatever, but there's no goddamn way she's carrying it just like Depp did, bro. And we were talking about how do you do a Pirates movie without Captain Jack Sparrow? They're all about that guy.
Yeah. I mean, that I don't know what their direction was with it, but I don't think it was going to work. It would have been a massive mistake. Yeah, it would have flopped.
It would have flopped.
It might have been somewhat successful, but it's not going to be.
Not on the same level.
No, it's not going to make $1 billion or anything like the other ones did.
So I got to say, just hearing that news, I was kind of happy, actually. So, and that was written, by the way, the movie that they were going to do was written by that Birds of Prey screenwriter. So we know that would have been probably bad, right? Because you hated that movie, and I didn't even watch it because you said it was bad. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I get because Margot Robbie was in that as Harley Quinn, but they fucked that all up.
So maybe they sparred up and read the script and were just like, this is not gonna work, bro.
Yeah.
I would hope so, right?
Yeah, I'd hope so too, man.
Good Lord.
I would have been okay to see it if it was going to be good, but like this makes me sound like that they might be trying to cook something up with Depp coming back, and that would be great.
That's kind of what I thought when I saw it. I was like, oh, are they trying to get Johnny to come back, bro?
Yeah,
because let's face it, that guy made that franchise completely. He even said during the court thing, he was, in his opening statements or whatever that he gave, that he created that character.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like super attached to that character because, he put so much goddamn shit into that, man. Like, he was, and it's amazing. The character's amazing. So they got to somebody there at Disney's got to be like, we got to get him back, bro.
Yeah. I mean, that would be the smart thing for them to do, for sure.
Let's hope so out there because we need it. All right. Let's see. Next thing that I had leave was, this is something that I'm fucking stoked for, bro. I don't know, you're stoked as well. So this comes out tomorrow, bro, and I had to mention this because we were recording tonight, bro.
Okay.
So I'm a massive Call of Duty player.
Yes.
I've played the shit out of Call of Duty for fucking ever.
Right.
Forever. And I know you have too because we played together a lot.
Yeah.
Now, Warzone, Call of Duty Warzone, which is their battle royale, that came out in 2020 in March. So here we are, November 15th right now, today. Warzone 2.0 drops tomorrow, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm actually off work tomorrow, and I'm dropping into the Warzone all day, baby. So the reason I bring it up is because a ton of people play this out there. They had over 100 million players playing Warzone.
Yeah.
So there will be easily over 100 million players playing Warzone 2. So if you're out there, let me speak specifically to the females if you're out there, and your man wants to play Warzone with his squad or whatever, leave it alone. Let us play Warzone. We're going to be dropping in for quite a while, so get used to it, bitches.
Yeah, that's going to be a big day for those guys, and it's like it drops at noon, right? You said
drops at noon tomorrow,
so,
our time. Yes.
So let him take a little long.
Now,
lunch
this
break
is
today.
why this is why I'm so happy that I'm single.
Yeah.
Because I got nothing on the side being like, what are you doing again? Are you over there? Damn games that you play. I don't have that, bro.
Right.
And like I told you before we recorded, I was like so happy that I told you, I was like, this will be the worst time ever for me to like try to date somebody.
Yeah.
Because she'd be like, hey, what are you doing? You want to go like, over here and do this? And be like, no, I'm dropping in with the squad.
She wouldn't get much attention is what you're saying.
Exactly. Huh? I would be like, dropping in. I told you earlier, I was like, I'm deploying. And I'll take it serious and be like, nah, I'm Call of Duty. She'd be like, oh my God.
Got to go to war with the squad.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, real quick, just now that I see in the chat hanging out, Jay and Tina, who are my friends up in New York, they are on my squad. They've watched our podcast episode live, and I say, how do I phrase this? Let's see. So apparently our podcast is so great that it makes them have sex while they're watching. And I'm not kidding.
Really?
Uh-huh.
That's man, I like that.
I did too. I was I got to mention that, and I forgot last week.
Yeah.
So I brought it up this week.
So our podcast, when they're watching it, it turns them on so much.
Yeah, we have erotica, I guess.
Nice. All right.
Yeah. So appreciate it.
Hey, I'd like to be responsible for that next kid.
Exactly.
That they spit out up there.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. So I'm glad. But yeah. Anyways, looking forward to that, man. So I tell you what, if you're looking for me somewhere out there, I'm probably not going to be anywhere but this room right here where I'm gaming, bro.
Yeah.
And I'll be streaming it on our channels. So make sure you hang out with me. And let's check it out. All right.
Now I didn't play the first Warzone. I never downloaded it.
Yeah.
But I may download this one. I'm not great at first person shooters. I'll be the first to admit that.
Okay.
Because
I can attest to that.
I was late to the game, dude. Like I didn't start playing Modern Warfare until like the third. Like I think it was Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah.
And I had an Xbox with shitty internet, and so I never got good at it. And then And I played Blackout with you a lot.
Yeah, we did.
And we played some of the other ones after Modern Warfare 3, Ghosts, and I think we played Black Ops 2.
Yep.
And then we got
which is probably the best Call of Duty of all time. Black Ops 2.
Yeah. And then when Blackout came out, we played a lot of that. And I actually like the Battle Royale format more than I do like the multiplayer stuff. So I may download it and check it out and try to get better at it. And I need to switch over to PC and do like mouse and keyboard. I know that's going to take some time to learn, but
yeah,
I don't know. Man,
I'm ready. I'm fucking ready. Let's just put it this way.
I'll have it whenever you don't have anybody else to stream with, and I'll hop on.
Yeah, no, we should do that anyway. I thought about that. Even though you're not streaming, like at least we play together, people could hear you.
Yeah.
So we'll have to do that. But yeah, I'm so goddamn ready. Tomorrow's a fucking great day for me as a first-person shooter fan, a Call of Duty fan, and I will be in the war zone quite often. So be fucking ready, okay? I just wanted to mention that.
Hit that follow button.
Hit that follow button and that subscribe button over on YouTube. We are live on both platforms, Twitch and YouTube. Appreciate anybody hanging out. Thank you so much. And, man, I'm having a good time already. So, God damn it, I'm so excited for tomorrow. Okay, moving on, Leaf. I don't have anything else as far as entertainment or anything like that. I don't think you do either. I got the same list, right?
Well, I can tell my Taylor Swift story real quick.
Oh, yes. I forgot about that. So, yeah, Leaf, tickets went on sale today for the Taylor Swift tour.
Yeah, it was.
Walk us through your experience buying tickets, bro.
Yeah, it was the pre-sale today, the first pre-sale. So Taylor Swift dropped a new album on October 21st, and before that date, I pre-ordered like a vinyl for it, and then it asked me if I wanted to get, you know how you click if you want to get like special offers to your email and shit.
Of course.
So I clicked on that, and then I got an email not too long ago about registering to become a verified fan, and I didn't know what that meant, but it meant that like you could be put in a drawing to be selected to get a pre-sale code for when she goes on tour. And so I said, fuck it, I'll do it. Did that, and then yesterday morning, I got the email saying I was selected, and then they were going to send me a text with my link and my code that night. And so I got that. So today was the pre-sale date at 10 a.m. I logged into my work computer at 7 o'clock in the morning and then kind of waited around. And then about 9 o'clock, I went to the website, put in my code, or I didn't even put my code. I just went straight to the link that they gave me. And it said, it's not started yet. Just come back at 10 a.m. or whatever. So I just left it up. And then when 10 a.m. came, they put me into this queue, basically. So I thought I was just going to have to go in there and put in my code in, and I could buy tickets immediately, right?
No.
This tour is going to be massive, dude.
Oh, yeah.
So, and then there was this huge bar all the way across my monitor, and the little part on the left was just barely filled in and says, you're in queue. So, and then that was my so I was like, oh, God, this is going to be forever. So I waited, and 2.5 hours later, I was actually sitting on my lunch break, and I was kind of watching it, too, while I was eating lunch and watching a TV on my lunch break. Then all of a sudden, I see the bars maybe not even a quarter of a way filled up. So I was like, this is going to be all fucking day. Well, then all of a sudden, I look over and my screen went white. And I was like, uh-oh. You're like, nothing on the screen? And then all of a sudden, the stadium popped up and it said, put in your code. And I was like, oh, shit.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, right around 12:20 or so, that's when that happened. So almost 2.5 hours later. So put in my code.
God damn, I can't believe you kept it up for that fucking long, bro.
Yeah. And the only reason why I did was because I was at work. So I was like, I had it up on my work computer. So
yeah.
Then, so I started looking at tickets, dude, and I fucked up one time. I thought I fucked up big time. I thought I was going to go back to the start of the queue or whatever. But I selected some tickets and I said, man, maybe I want to pay for these, but I couldn't see what the total was, like with fees and everything. So I was like, I want to see what it's going to be out the door. And so I went to the next step and it showed me, and I was like, God, it's almost like $500. I was like, man, I don't know if I can spend that much money on tickets.
That's so much goddamn money, bro.
Yeah.
For one show.
So then I looked up and I'm like, I can't go back to pick different tickets. And then I was like, fuck, this is not good. And so I had to hit the back button on the browser. And it sent me all the way back, dude. And I was freaking out, dude. I was like, no fucking way. I just waited 2.5 hours and now I fucked myself. And then all of a sudden I was like, nah, I ain't doing that. So, but I looked up in the URL and it wasn't the same website. So I was like, okay. So I pulled up my phone, got the link that they sent me, put it in, and it put me right back to the tickets. I was like, oh, thank Christ.
Yeah. Yeah, because otherwise you'd be fucked.
Yeah. So I put my code in again, and it said pick your tickets. And so I finally found tickets that I felt good about, got those, and then that was it, man. Got my tickets. It wasn't as stressful as I thought it was going to be, but I heard.
Man, you had to wait 2.5 hours, though.
Yeah, it was still long.
Fuck that.
But I just got a text from a friend who just got the code, got to her access code to put it in.
Okay,
So that's been
way worse.
That's been almost, 9-10 hours now?
Good God.
So, but now I think I got lucky than some of the people in the country because it's venue specific, these pre-sales. And so like AT&T Stadium uses SeatGeek as their like official ticket partner. So that's the website I got to use.
Okay.
Now other people using Ticketmaster, they got fucked because Ticketmaster crashed because of how many people were trying to buy Taylor Swift tickets today. Just for fucking pre-sale.
I'm not surprised, man. I mean, I'm really not, because you're talking about, she's playing these 100,000 seat
This is a stadium
shit.
tour, yeah.
Yeah.
And she added dates too. Like at first, there's only 2 AT&T Stadium dates over there in Arlington, and then they added one on Friday, March 31st.
Yeah.
So and the other thing about my pre-sale is it was only for Saturday. I could only buy tickets for Saturday. I couldn't go to Sunday or Friday if I wanted to. So, but I was okay with Saturday. It's fine. But I think I got lucky, man. I got out of there cheap, as cheap as I don't like spending that kind of money on tickets.
So
but
let me ask you this question, and everybody's going to wonder, how much did you pay per ticket?
Out the door for both tickets was $284.
But that wasn't the price of the ticket.
No,
So what was the price of the ticket?
$109 a ticket.
$109 a ticket.
Yeah.
So what? $218 total, and then plus $75 in fees, basically.
Yeah, probably.
Fuck, I hate Ticketmaster or whoever.
Yeah.
I just, how is that okay?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Well, this was through SeatGeek, so
Okay, well, I mean, they're just as bad.
yeah.
You know, Ticketmaster's, but everybody does that shit where they're like, order processing fee, printing fee. You're like, I didn't even print. It's on mobile. And they're like, what the fuck?
I
And
think
then
SeatGeek's
there's that funny meme out there of all the fees and shit. Like, $1 more just because we can.
Yeah, just because what does it matter? Or
Yeah.
whatever.
I'm like, fucking assholes, bro.
But yeah, I mean, this is a massive tour, man, and like she hasn't toured since like 2019, I think, and then a lot of those dates got canceled because of COVID, because that went into 2020. That was her last big tour and album was in 2019. She released 2 albums in 2020, but that was during the pandemic, so she didn't tour. Obviously, nobody was touring, obviously.
Right.
And then, so this is her first real big one. So I knew it was going to be massive, and I was just like, at one point, I was like, I probably won't even get any tickets, because when I finally got into the pre-sale, there were so many tickets gone already. And so I was like,
that's a fucking joke.
When you get to, because Friday they go on sale in the public, I wouldn't even go look if I were you, because I mean, there's
no shot
unless you want to sit on top of the dome.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where you're going to be.
That's where you're going.
Yeah.
So also, let me know, how much were floor tickets to this concert, bro?
$750 each.
Good God.
And that was the on sale price. That's not the resale price. Because actually, after I bought my tickets, our buddy Colin, he said, he goes, you should think about reselling those, because go look at the resale. So I did. My tickets, if you're familiar with AT&T Stadium where the Cowboys play, you know there's that big standing room area that they have.
Yeah.
And so those seats were my seats for resale value that I paid $109 for. They were reselling for $897. And then so I go to reset to see what they're reselling for the floor tickets, $8,000 each.
That is absolutely fucking.
So on Friday, you're
ridiculous.
kind of fucked, and you're going to look at a bunch of resale tickets, and it's going to cost you 6-7 times more than what they actually went on sale for. And that fucking sucks, dude. That's what I hate about these big ass concerts like this, and these ticketing things, and these fucking bots that buy up all the tickets and then just put them on resale sites.
Yeah, we were talking about that. Like, how do you get away from the current ticket buying process at the moment?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because it's absolutely garbage. Anytime you have a big concert, they know this shit's going to happen. They still let it happen. And here we are, fucking, 2022. We're still dealing with the Ticketmaster, the bots, people just buying the shit out of this stuff and then just reselling them for 10 times what they're worth or more, whatever it is,
Yeah.
Unfucking believable, bro. Unbelievable.
Yeah, man, I got lucky. I got 2 tickets, and I got out of the door pretty cheap, I feel like, for somebody like Taylor Swift, she's the biggest solo artist in the fucking world right now. I mean, there's nobody bigger. And so
I think you're right.
And I mean, you got to see her once, I guess, right? If you're a fan. So, but I'll see if my daughter wants to go. And then if she doesn't want to go, then I guess I'll be either selling those bad boys for a fucking $1,000 profit.
You know what? You'd be okay doing that, bro. Yeah. Be like, fuck it, man. I'm just gonna fucking load these bad boys back up and make way more money than I spent on these.
Dude, the resale shit is insane. And
yeah,
I don't see if anybody. I mean, I know people are gonna pay those prices just because they didn't get the pre-sale tickets. But man,
yeah.
I mean, if you can do it, I guess. But shit, you won't catch me doing that shit.
No, not at all. But hey, glad you got your tickets. I know you're looking forward to that, bro.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be a good time, dude. I'll be in the same building as Taylor Swift.
That's true.
Yeah, and that's as close as I'll get.
I was gonna say you're not gonna get any closer than where your seats are, bro.
Because there were some VIP packages out there that were crazy. I was like, yeah, I don't need to meet or anything.
Right. Oh God, I can only imagine how much that was.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even think she did meet and greets. I thought she was totally against that.
I know she's done them before. I don't know if she still does them.
Okay.
But
well, let me know how much those are when you find out. I'm just curious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because those are going for absolutely ridiculous amounts now for people like that.
Yeah. There's no way I could afford it, so I don't even want to look at the price. So
yeah, don't look at it, bro.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let us know out there too if you are also going to the Taylor Swift show here in Dallas. Which I mean, there's what, 3 of them? She's doing 3 nights, right?
Yeah, she's doing March 31st, April 1st, and April 2nd. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
3 nights in a goddamn football stadium.
She's doing 5 up there in Foxborough, Gillette Stadium.
In football stadiums.
Yes.
These are not 20,000 seat arenas.
No, these are massive.
100,000 people. Good God. So that should tell you something right there that she's got a lot of, obviously, like you said, the biggest, or if not the biggest in the world, right?
Yeah, I would say she probably is.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't remember somebody doing 3 nights in one place at a stadium. I mean,
the last person I know, Garth Brooks, he did 5 nights but he did that at American Airlines Center.
Yeah, that's an arena.
Yeah.
He did just 1 night at AT&T.
Yeah, that's right.
Good God.
So she's doing 3.
Yeah.
And she's doing 5 in Foxborough.
That's
and I know
insane.
she's doing 5 in another. I'd have to look at it again, but she added a lot more dates. So I was like, Jesus.
Yeah, that's insane.
So
the demand is there, bro.
Well, we'll see how it goes. And of course, I'll do a little review of the concert if I do go, which I should. And, in April. So be ready for that.
Can't wait. Okay. Let's see. Moving on from that, let's get over to our sports. I love it. We love sports. We got past all the entertainment stuff that we love to chat about as well. But this is kind of what this is in our wheelhouse, bro. The sports world, bro.
That's right.
Okay. We left this to talk about in this episode because we are 5 fucking days away from the World Cup 2022, baby.
Yeah, and I'm pumped about this, man.
I am too. I love the World Cup. I wasn't pumped about the last one, and you asked me why. It's because USA didn't make the World Cup the last time.
Yeah, I didn't watch a lot of the last one just because of that reason. It's a little more fun. It's a little more fun to watch when your country is in it.
When your country and you have somebody to root for, yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm not rooting for Ecuador, bro.
Right. Yeah. So speaking of that, they're the first game. It's so the World Cup's in Qatar.
Qatar, yeah.
And so they're the first game. Qatar and Ecuador. That's the first game on Sunday.
Sunday, yeah, November 20th
at 10 a.m. And then following that, the next day, Monday, that's when there were some more games get played. That's when the USA plays. They play Wales on Monday, our time, 1:00 in the afternoon, not the a.m. because it's like I said, it's in Qatar, so it's 1 p.m. our time. Now, as far as the USA goes, man, they're in a pretty tough group, actually, bro.
Yeah, they are.
So, but I think they can probably get out because they have England in their group, and that's really it. Then they have Wales and Iran. So I think they can get out of their group. But, man, England's a tough team, and England plays Iran, actually, really early. So they'll probably smash them because England is really good at soccer.
Yeah, England's really good,
If you've never watched the EPL.
Yeah, I mean, so all of those guys that you see in the EPL, all the English ones at least, they're going to be on this team for sure.
Yeah, so like I said, we start off with Wales. I would imagine that we probably should win, but I don't take it for – I don't know because, I mean, look, the USA has been very mediocre and bad at soccer.
Yeah.
Whenever they're supposed to be somewhat okay. But it wouldn't surprise me if they end up blowing this somehow. I mean, because that's just what they do, man. They're not that good, actually. And at least from what I've watched. Now, this USA team is a lot different than the last World Cup team that was there because, like I said, they missed it 4 years ago. So we've got a kind of a new, fresh squad coming up.
Yeah, there's some new faces. Like we were talking before, I said really the only two guys I remember from the last couple national teams that I've watched is Pulisic and Christian Pulisic and Yedlin is his name.
Yeah.
He was on the last team that I watched in the World Cup.
Yeah,
so he's been around for a while.
Yeah, but he was like 18 or 19.
Yeah,
man.
he was really young.
Really young.
So now they're all older now, and so we'll see, man. I've heard mixed feelings about this team. Like they're kind of good, or they're not that great. They're not going to compete, or whatever. But so I'm ready to watch them and kind of see because I haven't really watched a lot of any friendlies or anything.
I have, and they've been mediocre.
Mediocre, yeah. I mean that's USA soccer, so I'm not shocked at all. But I'm just pumped for this tournament. It's a really nice tournament. At least USA's in it, and I can watch that. And
yeah,
and like I've told Sam here, I've been getting back into soccer a lot. I watch some EPL every weekend now, and starting to get back into that sport because I got away from it for a while. But it's a great sport though, and
it is, man. I love it too. I'm excited as well. Of course, I'm rooting for the USA. I want them to go far. I want them to get out of the group, at least.
Yeah.
And so when they get into the out of the group play and into the championship play, basically, and just to see if maybe they can get on some sort of run, man, and just I've always said to people that I met when I started watching the EPL a lot and everything. I've always said, man, I don't know if the USA will ever win the World Cup when I'm alive. Probably not.
Probably not.
But you never know. It could happen. And you just got to get on and run, bro. But unfortunately, I don't think this team's got it. They're really young. And so hopefully it sets up for something to come, but it's exciting no matter what because, man, there'll be a game that we will be at like a bar or something this World Cup. And I'm telling you, dude, there's nothing more fun than watching those games at bars, bro. People freak the fuck out, and it's a lot of fun, and it's exciting.
Yeah, we were at that one game where they had that insane game. I can't remember who they played, man. I want to say it was Brazil or something. It was one of the bigger teams.
I think it was Portugal, actually.
Portugal.
Because we were up against Ronaldo.
Right. And they actually won that game.
I don't remember if they won, but I know they played them really well, and it was very close.
And I just remember we were in this bar. It was a soccer bar, actually. And I feel like we were in Frisco or something, or we were.
Fuck, I don't remember, man. It could have been Colleyville or Frisco.
This was so long ago, bro.
Yeah.
But I remember they scored a goal to either tie it or something or take the lead. And, I mean, that place fucking went nuts. Like, I thought the fucking roof was coming off.
Yeah.
And that was fun, dude.
I mean, you talk about people partying balls. Everybody freaks the fuck out. And it's so fucking exciting.
Right.
It's great, dude.
Yeah.
And so there's going to be a World Cup game in this tournament that we'll do that. We'll go to a bar, and we'll have fun because it's just too much fun.
Oh yeah, it's way too much fun.
Like a Boomer Jacks or a Buffalo Wild. I mean, I'm telling you, dude. And if you go to those actual soccer bars, it's like level fucking 100, bro.
Yeah, those
people
are nuts, man.
I remember I went with our buddies Nachi and Colin, who've both been on our podcast. We were at a Buffalo Wild Wings for one game. And that place erupted. Something happened. It's still fun no matter where you are.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a great game, man, and I'm looking forward to this one, man.
Yep, absolutely. So we will definitely be watching the USA in the World Cup and hope for the best because that's obviously who we're rooting for. And, man, it would be great if they got on a little bit of a run, and I hope they do at least just get out of the group. That's kind of the first goal in this tournament, get out of your group.
Right.
And then, anything can happen. You never know.
Yeah.
So we'll see. So, again, first game and we'll be able to talk about it next Tuesday on the next episode or whenever we record.
Yeah, because their game is on Monday. So, yeah, we'll definitely talk about that then.
Yeah, and we'll be able to kind of say, like, yeah, they did this and that. So, hopefully they come out with a dub, bro. I don't want to draw. I want to win.
Yeah, no, yeah. That's one thing I hate about soccer.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
But when it gets to that where you can't have a draw.
Yeah, like the knockout stages.
Stages. That's whenever whenever it goes to like those shootouts.
The extra time and then
the shootouts.
Yeah, and the penalty kicks.
Whatever you want to call it. Yeah. I hate that. So hopefully they come out with a dub. I don't want to draw. I think United States should be able to beat Wales, bro. But you never know.
They're a smaller country, but I mean, they got some good players, but they're not real big. So, and I don't think there's a ton of money they put into it. And USA doesn't do that as well. So, I mean,
Right.
We'll see how it goes, man. I'm ready to watch it, though.
I am too.
It's going to be a great tournament. And I know, I think it's what Argentina, I think, is.
Argentina, Portugal, Brazil.
Yeah, I think Argentina's picked to win the whole thing again.
Yeah,
probably,
that wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Argentina, Brazil, Portugal,
And it'll be
England.
nice to see Ronaldo and Messi playing in this, because this is probably their last one, because those guys are up there.
Oh, yeah. This will be their last World Cup.
Yeah, this will be their last World Cup, so you'll see some history there. Those will be their last one, and
Yeah.
so that'll be cool. So
We'll see. So hope for the best out there. And by the way, if you want to join us, let us know, and we'll let you know where we're going to go for some of these games, man. Like, we're not going to go out on Monday at 1 o'clock. I can tell you that.
no, I'll be watching it while I'm working, actually.
Once they get into those games that maybe we'll see, because it's in Qatar. So if it's like a Saturday at 1 o'clock, then absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
As long as we're free, then I'm down for that.
Yeah.
So go USA, baby. Okay, moving on from that. So I want to get into some Texas Rangers stuff, bro, because that's our team. That we're based out of DFW. We love the Texas Rangers.
Mhm.
They've been pretty damn busy. We've talked about, obviously, after they hired Bruce Bochy. Let's see what they do next.
Yep.
We love that. We love the hiring of Bruce Bochy. He's a winning manager that's won 3 World Series. Love it. Let's see what happens between him and Chris Young building this team. Ray Davis says, we're going out, we're spending money, we're going to get pitching. That's the number one thing. We were like, let's see what they do. So they've made some transactions here in the last few days. They're busy.
Yeah,
They're busy.
There's been a lot of movement going on in this Rangers offseason already.
A lot of movement.
Just kind of got started. So
A lot of movement. It just got started about a week ago, actually. So they declined the club option for Cole Calhoun.
yep.
So he's done. He's gonna be gone. They traded Colby Allard over there to Atlanta for $10 million cash and Jake Odorizzi. So Odorizzi's a starter, and I looked at his stats career wise. He had some good years early on, but lately he's been pretty bad, bro.
Yeah, he's like a sub-4 ERA guy, I think, right?
He's basically a number 3, number 4 starter at best.
Right.
Okay, so that's not. I'm like, that better not be.
It's kind of like having another John Gray on your staff.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that's okay. You need those kind of guys. to
Yeah, I
fill in.
mean, we need somebody to pitch in the 4th and 5 spot.
We need somebody besides Dane Dunning, for God's sakes. I hope
Yes,
they get rid of
please,
that
God.
guy. But he's still there.
Yeah,
Let's see. They exercised their club option on Leclerc, so they picked him up.
I like that.
I do
He was injured a lot, but hopefully he can bounce back.
I do too. They traded Nick Solak to Cincinnati for cash, so Nick Solak's worth a little cash considerations is what I mean. Who knows, right?
I was kind of rooting for Solak to be a part of this team, but once they got Simeon, I mean, I guess he's played left field, but I know he's a utility guy, but he was hurt all last year, and I guess he doesn't fit in the plans anymore. So, I mean, and maybe that's all they wanted for his cash, because I think they're getting ready to do something big here, and I hope it's what
We're all
everybody
wanting.
thinks. Yeah,
And we'll get into that in a minute. Now, the biggest news came out today. And actually, it was kind of rumored yesterday, but it was official today. The biggest news, and we've talked about this guy a lot on this podcast. Martin Perez had his career best year. Now, we were like, both kind of against them signing him to like a 5-year, $130 million
yeah,
deal.
just any sort of massive deal.
We
just
didn't want
'cause
that.
off of 1 year that he's had in his 12-year career.
Didn't want that.
Yeah.
So it was official today that he signed his 1-year qualifying offer, which we did talk about that as well.
Yep.
$19.65 million. Now, he made $4 million this past year.
Right.
So this qualifying offer, he's got a massive raise for the season that he had.
Yeah, essentially a $15 million raise, and I'm okay with that.
Not a bad raise.
I'm okay with that because it's not crazy expensive. You only have him for 1 more year. Because previously they did offer him a 2-year deal with a club option for a 3rd year,
Yes, they did.
and he turned that down.
He turned it down, and I think they turned it down because they were waiting to see what the market had.
Right.
Now, obviously, the market didn't come back with anything crazy.
I guess not because
There's no way he would have signed this.
Yeah. Well, he only has these 5 days to sign this, and so I guess
He officially signed it today, though.
right.
So he's back.
Yeah. Thursday is the deadline for him to sign that, and if he didn't want to sign it, then he would actually be a free agent and.
But look, just because he signed the qualifying offer today with Texas, so he's definitely coming back.
Yeah.
He's not going anywhere else.
Right.
They can still negotiate a multi-year deal.
Right.
Now, if I'm Texas, Chris Young, basically, I'm not doing that.
Right.
I'll be like, we got him. He signed the qualifying offer for this 1 year deal. I'm not doing anything else.
And also, but the Rangers they had to offer him that deal because if he did go to somewhere else, then they could get some draft picks from that team.
Yes.
So that was that's obviously a smart move when teams do that because you can offer him that deal. Then that means whoever signs him has to give you a draft pick.
They do that all the time.
Yeah.
They did that for Cliff Lee when he was here.
And then okay, but once Martin Perez signed it, then that's out the door. And so, but you know, I'm okay with Perez coming back just because he had such a massive year, and if he can replicate that for next year, I'm happy.
Well, I'm okay with this. I said that earlier in an earlier episode. I was like, dude, if he signs that qualifying offer, that's great because he gets a raise. By the way, it's not a little bitty raise; it's a massive fucking raise.
Yeah, it's really big.
$15.65 million raise.
Yeah,
you earned it.
Yeah. And then that gives the Rangers another year to look at him, make sure.
Yeah, prove it, bitch.
Prove it, yeah.
And then
so obviously Perez is okay with that. So
I mean, I'm okay with playing for $19 million a year.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
I mean, I imagine he would want like a more longer term deal, but I mean,
of course,
it doesn't look like teams were looking to do that for him just because of the 1 year he had, and that's a bad thing for him because I mean nobody knows. So it's just a 1 year deal. Like we're already looking at that with Simeon. He had his one big year. Now, I mean, I don't feel like he's going to replicate that ever again. So
I think we've already agreed that that's a bust already.
Probably.
As far as the contract goes and how much money he makes,
yeah,
he's not going to have. I mean, I won't say he's not gonna, but it's going to be hard for him to ever hit 45 bombs again.
Probably.
You know what I'm saying? Like he turned it around the second half of the year, and actually, if you look at his overall stats, you'd be like, oh, it's not horrible, but it was. For the first 50-something games, he didn't hit a fucking home run.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, he turned it on, and they say he's like a slow start. I'm like, dude, I don't get it. Just come out and fucking earn your paycheck, bro.
Yeah.
And everybody says, well, they had so much pressure after signing those big deals. I'm just like, whatever, dude. You
know what? The pitchers are going to pitch the same pitches to you.
Yeah.
And you're making $5 million or fucking $30 million.
Exactly.
It's the same home plate that you're looking at, that you're lining up against. It's the same game.
I got to think Bochy's going to have a little bit of a calming effect on all this shit.
I hope
no matter who comes in and who he's talked to, because, like I said a million times that we talked about, John Daniels kept hiring all these fucking people that had no manager experience.
Yeah.
Chris Woodward. I'm like, he was a third base coach. He's not I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And it turns out that Woodward sucked. Oh,
yeah.
Shocker.
I
won't completely put it on him because he was given a pile of shit, basically.
Well, yeah, and John Daniels set him up to fail for sure.
Exactly.
And that's what John Daniels has done that so many times.
But he also had some dumbass fucking moves and comments and shit. So
some of the manager decisions in game, I was like, what the fuck?
And that's what you're going to get from an inexperienced manager that's working his way through all this shit.
Yeah.
Like Bruce Bochy's not going to come on after a game and be like, I'm really disappointed that they pitched to us.
Yeah.
that I'm really disappointed that they hit the pitch that we threw because they were up by 10 runs.
Yeah, he shouldn't have hit that grand slam because
he would be Bruce Bochy, I guarantee you would be like, we got our ass kicked.
Yeah.
And we're gonna let this one go and we're gonna come back to the ballpark tomorrow.
Right.
He's gonna say, bitch it, somebody be like,
our guy shouldn't have left the fucking pitch over the plate.
Exactly. So that's the inexperience that you get from hiring somebody like that. So I'm like, again, I couldn't be more excited they got Bochy. Now, I can't believe some people out there didn't like that. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And also, the next thing we have is that the Rangers has reached out to the agents of 3 free agent pitchers that I'm pretty excited about. Jacob deGrom is one of them.
Yes.
Now, with deGrom, he's only had like 20 starts in the last 2 seasons, so that's a concern. But I wouldn't mind bringing him here for a 1-year deal, like $20 million or whatever, just to see what he can do.
Yeah, I mean, he's only won two Cy Youngs.
Yeah.
So
his career RA is like 250.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy has done it for a long time. So I would love to have him on here.
I would too.
Carlos Rodon is another one they reached out to. I'll take that guy all day long too.
Yeah, those are the two biggest pitching ones.
Yeah. Now this other guy, I don't know anything about him. Nobody really does. He's the next guy. He's supposed to be the next guy to come out of Japan. It's
Okay.
and I might be butchering his name, but it's Kodai Senga.
Nah, you nailed it, bro.
I think I got it. Yeah.
You fucking nailed it, bro.
That's what I do, bro. I can speak Japanese.
Turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think
But anyway,
so.
he's supposed to be the next big guy to come out. Now, they're like with Darvish, there's no like bidding thing. They don't have to put out a big number because he's accrued enough professional experience in Japan that all he has to do is sign a free agent deal.
Okay, so they don't have to go bid for the rights to
Right.
get him.
That doesn't have to happen. He's 29 years old. He has enough time. So all they have to do is offer him a contract. So they're in the running for that, or they've reached out to him to talk to it. So
How about all three, baby?
yeah, I'll take all three of those guys.
No, they were not going to do that. If they get 2 out of the 3, I'll be happy as hell.
Yeah,
though.
but I don't know what this guy, the Japanese guy, is going to bring. Rodon and DeGrom's going to be pretty expensive. So
Well, if you're going to get DeGrom, bro, you're paying that guy $30 million a year.
probably, and
I mean, I would say at least.
but you know what? If on opening day, if our rotation is like DeGrom or Rodon, Odorizzi, Perez, and Gray, I mean it's looked worse.
It's an immediate upgrade.
It's immediate upgrade, and it's
You got to get one of these. You got to get one out of the 3 here.
you have to.
Yeah.
I think
I mean,
you
that's
have
what
to.
they said they wanted to do. And now you said DeGrom. Now, rumors are from John Heyman that he reached out to the Rangers.
Yeah, he's interested because he's from here.
And he's like, hey, man, I'd love to pitch there. Now, I don't know if that's just him playing the market,
Yeah,
telling teams like, oh, if that comes out, then the other teams are going to up their bids.
yeah.
You never know, right? His agent could be doing that. But if he's from here, I'm ready. Bring him on. I know he's been hurt a lot, but like I told you, find a way to work that into the contract.
Yeah.
Work that. Hey, man, you've been injured like the last 2 years, so let's work that in a little bit. Some incentives, basically. Now, that may not work,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying, at least say it out. And they will. Chris Young's not stupid. He will.
Yeah.
But I'll take him, bro. I'll take him, Rodon. I'll take this Japanese guy. Why not?
Yeah.
He's probably going to be okay. But I think I would rather have DeGrom over everybody. I would.
Yeah, that's the one I would go for.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been doing it for so long. He's older though. He is 34. But and Rodon's 29.
That's okay. So give DeGrom a 4-year offer or something like that.
Yeah.
And just be like, and look, by the way, don't get it mistaken out there. Bruce Bochy will have an effect on this.
Yeah, 100%.
He will be happy to work with Bruce Bochy. Trust me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's kind of like a match made in heaven right there
Yeah, I think so.
with DeGrom and Bochy. So,
But yeah, you got to get one of those guys, I think.
100%.
And then you're definitely in the right track because, like we talked about many times before, we do have some decent prospects down there, but they do need more time though.
Yeah, they're not.
So
ready.
you're going to have to get a decent rotation here. If like I said, if you could have DeGrom and Odorizzi and Perez and Gray, that's a big upgrade already.
That is a great. That's pretty solid 4.
Yeah, I would take that.
And then unfortunately, number 5 would probably be Dane Dunning
Yeah, and you know what? Just every fifth day,
or
we're gonna
Taylor
get
Hearn, I guess.
and every fifth day, we're just going to get an L, bro.
And you know what? He may surprise you every once in a while.
Maybe he'll get like 7-8 wins. That's fine.
Every 5th day is a loss, boys. Oh no!
And then just the next day, DeGrom go get us back on track.
Yeah, exactly. Like, get back out there, man, and
Yeah.
give our bullpen a break.
Yeah,
Because everybody in the bullpen had to pitch last night.
yeah. They need a day off.
Yeah, he comes out. He comes in the clubhouse before. He's like, "We need 7 or 8 out of you tonight, big guy."
Yeah, he's like, fuck.
He's like, "God damn it! I don't know why I came here."
Yeah, he's gonna pitch like fucking
And then he looks at
350
his-
innings for us.
And then he looks at his bank account. He's like, "That's why."
Yeah,
Okay, that's why.
yeah,
But you're right, man. I think, like you said, if those are the 3 top guys. I've seen the same thing. They got to get one of those guys.
yeah.
Got to get one.
You have to.
And it looks like
It would be a big disappointment if you don't.
exactly because that's the top 3 out there, and
Yeah.
they want to get it. So
because Kershaw was off the board, and I thought maybe they offered
Kershaw
him
was
because
gone.
he's also a Texas guy, but now he loves LA apparently. So
I don't know how.
yeah,
I don't know how. I mean, I know he gets a lot of money, but I don't know how.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see about that. So let's go Rangers, man. Chris Young, and I'm sure Chris Young is all for it. But it's up to Ray Davis, man.
Overall, man, just the buzz around this it feels a lot better than what it did with John Daniels every year.
Oh, 100%.
So this hopefully this offseason will turn out to be A+ for us, and they're definitely heading in the right direction with the manager hire, and then
Chris Young taking over and John Daniels
taking
out.
over. Yeah.
Now, speaking of John Daniels, Leaf,
Yes.
this past week as well, like 4 or 5 days ago, for whatever reason, he got another job.
Shocking.
The Tampa Bay Rays hired John Daniels as senior advisor for baseball operations. So the Tampa Bay Rays have no interest in winning.
No, they don't.
That's what we think, right?
Right. They're already kind of a shit franchise,
Oh, yeah.
and I guess they want to stay in the basement.
Yeah. Because they literally could be really good, which they have been before, obviously. And then, but you look at the stands and they don't sell out. It's usually like 70 to 80-year-old people that are retired. They're at the game. They're like, I just wanted to come to the ballpark tonight.
Yeah.
It's bad. And so they hired John Daniels for this role. And my God, why?
Yeah.
Why would you? How does this guy get a fucking job, bro?
Yeah, I don't know. And I'm not sure what a senior advisor does. I guess senior advisor of baseball operations.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Okay.
So he's basically just, I mean, I'm
So
sure
he's
he's just
just
helping out the front office.
Yeah, he's going to say, maybe you should just trade all our prospects for these fucking has-been pitchers.
Listen to me. I built a World Series team.
Yeah.
No, you didn't. You didn't. You did it with help is what happened.
Yeah.
But not only that, like we've said a million times, the last decade has been absolute garbage.
It's been terrible.
So the fuck out of here and have fun with him, Tampa Bay.
Yeah, yeah.
Now-
that's y'all's fucking problem.
Now, if Tampa Bay somehow comes out and wins a lot and wins before we win, I will riot. I'll fucking riot.
Yeah.
I'll fucking, you have no idea what I'll do. I'll go to Arlington and take a shit on the stadium. I'll do anything because that would be a nightmare.
Yeah, it would be.
We already suffered that with Nolan Ryan going to Houston and they got their fucking championship. I don't need another John Daniels leaving and they win. I'll be like, oh my fuck, we are cursed.
That ain't gonna happen. This guy's
Just saying, if it did,
Yeah.
I'll freak out, bro.
Yeah. Well, if they do win, it's not because of him. And that at the press conference, they're gonna ask the general manager, like, "What did you do to win this World Series?" He's like, "I didn't listen to John Daniels. That's for fucking sure."
I would hope so.
I'll be like, "Oh, I love this fucking guy."
I'd be like, geez, yeah, hell yeah. Jeez. Anyways, we'll see. But so I don't know how he got a job, but he got another job, bro.
Yeah.
Just take a fucking year off, asshole. Can't do it.
You fucking stole a lot of money from the fucking Rangers, so
Yeah,
you
I don't see any sort of contract, but I'm sure he's. Oh God, I'm sure they pay him millions too.
Oh, probably.
A joke. Okay, moving on from baseball, let's get into NFL, bro. It was week 10 of the NFL this past weekend. It was a great fucking weekend. Me and Leaf on Sunday got completely obliterated drunk.
Yeah, it was
and
fun.
had a great time. We skipped Thursday Night Football because, once again, like we said, that was Falcons at Panthers. The Panthers won 25-15.
Yeah,
Kind of a joke, man.
Had no interest in streaming that.
I had
man.
no.
It was-
I'm sorry, we couldn't do that. We couldn't bring ourselves to do that. Panthers won 25-15. That just goes to show you the Falcons suck because the Panthers are arguably the worst team in the NFL. So, just saying, in my opinion. Now, moving towards Sunday, we had a game over in Germany, 8:30 kickoff for us. I watched it before we left to get over to the buddy's house. Seahawks, Buccaneers were in Munich, Germany, actually. First NFL game in Germany.
Yes.
And Buccaneers ended up winning 21-16, bro. And I fucking told you, Tom Brady, the GOAT, is about to go on a goddamn run and get this team back on the right track because he has no fucking woman in his ear yapping.
Yeah.
And now he was in Germany for probably a few days, so I would imagine he went around, bro.
I'm guessing he signed those divorce papers. And then he went to a fucking Waffle House.
I would hope
Pulled
so.
the first waitress out of there.
Waffle
Smashed.
House.
Got that
If
slump
Tom
buster.
Brady ever went to a Waffle House, we're like, Jesus Christ.
He smashed the first waitress out of there, and then he's got that slump buster out of the way, and he's like, "Let's go win some fucking football games, boys."
I think you're right. I think he got his mind right.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, they didn't look great, but look, Seattle's a great team actually. Somehow, like we definitely didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
So, but they ended up winning 21-16, and I swear to God, I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are about to get back on the right track.
Yeah.
It's 2 in a row.
Yeah, they're already leading their division anyway, but these 2 wins definitely helped them.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Their division's shit.
Yeah. They were leading the division when they were 4-5.
Yeah,
And
they're going to
so-
come out on top of that
Yeah.
division. I think, and look, like I said to you, I think if they come out and then they're in the playoffs, Tom Brady in the playoffs, good fucking luck.
Yeah.
That's what that guy does. He wins.
Yeah. That's gonna be the thing, and also he's gonna be 4th seed probably if they win that division.
Yeah, I mean,
And then-
we'll see. But
And then
you're going up against Tom Brady in the playoffs. Statistically, that guy wins a lot in the playoffs.
yeah.
So that's just what he fucking does, man.
Yeah, so you're kind of screwed. I wouldn't want to play. I wouldn't want to play him in the playoffs. That's for sure.
No, not at all. But that we'll see. We'll obviously keep talking about that. So
Right.
Now the noon game that we watched over there was the Vikings at Bills, which was probably one of the best games, if not the best game of the year,
It was crazy.
and it was insane.
Yeah.
The Vikings won 33-30 in overtime.
Yeah.
But the way it happened,
Yeah, the way it happened was something I've never seen before. It's kind of crazy. And so the Vikings went for it on 4th down on the goal line.
yep,
They didn't get it. Kirk Cousins did a quarterback sneak. They got stopped right there on the goal line. So Bills ball.
and this was like in the fourth quarter with like how many seconds were left?
I want to like 45 or something like that.
It was under a minute. Oh,
and
100%.
And I think the Vikings had 1 timeout left. So when the Bills got the ball on the 1 yard line, they did the exact same thing next play is a quarterback sneak, fumble snap. Minnesota recovers it in the end zone, touchdown. So then they kick it to the Bills. They go down and score a field goal to tie it, actually, and it goes into overtime. And then Vikings get the ball, go down, kick a field goal. Bills get the ball back to go try to score, and Josh Allen throws a pick in the end zone. Very bad throw, by the way.
Horrible.
And
I watched the replay of that, and I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? Where did you look? That's just a throw that you wouldn't expect Josh Allen to make.
yeah, but it was a crazy last minute of the game, and then
insane.
the overtime period after that was you're like Jesus, and yeah, I just don't get the whole. We were talking about this before. I don't get the whole play call that the Bills did.
Yeah.
On the goal line there.
Well, what I said to you was, okay, so you're in that situation. There was hardly any time left.
Yeah.
It was very low on the clock.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly, but I want to say like 12 or 11 seconds.
Right.
It was very low. And so you're thinking like all they got to do is kind of, because they're at the half-yard line.
Yeah.
So they had to kind of just do a run or a sneak, basically. Mm-hmm. But you didn't have to.
Yeah, you didn't have
because of the score.
Yeah.
So what I told you was, here's what I would do in that situation. I'm lining up in shotgun first off.
Yeah.
And I'm hiking the ball, and then I'm either doing a run play from there, or I'm doing a pass play that's like a high percentage, quick fucking throw.
Yeah.
And if it's not there, take the fucking safety.
Yeah.
You're still ahead, and you punt the ball off to them with basically no time whatsoever.
Right. They did have a timeout left, but
there was no time hardly.
Yeah,
So it
like,
would have taken
if
a
you-
fucking miracle.
if you and the other thing too is if you take that safety, that puts them with a field goal winning the game. But with that time left, I think if you're going to take a safety, you just you take a shotgun, you kind of run around, run the timeout as long as you can,
Yes.
and then run out of the back of the end zone, then punt it to them, and then they'll have 1 timeout left. But I mean, it would be hard. I don't know. I would have done that. That would have been a better fucking option.
Would have been a better option than fumbling the snap
Yeah.
and giving them a touchdown.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, 100%.
So
Because, I mean, they took the lead immediately with the touchdown.
Yeah.
And you had to go down and kick the field goal, which they did. But, I mean, who fucking knows, man? Like,
yeah, I wouldn't have done what they did, but hindsight's 20/20, of course.
right.
We could sit here and play coach on Monday or
Yeah.
Tuesday all day long, but man, you got to think about these things, man. You're a
Yeah.
professional fucking team, bro.
Right.
But again, I will say it's one of the best games I've ever seen this year. This is probably the top game because
Yeah, it definitely
Diggs made a one-handed catch. Jefferson made one, and both of them went off.
Yeah.
It's like, this game is fucking amazing. This is what football should be.
Right. Yeah.
These are two of the best
both
teams.
teams are just loaded with talent, and they're just going back and forth at each other. And
It's amazing.
it was a great fucking game, and that's what it should be.
Awesome.
And hopefully we get a Thursday night game like that at some point. But
We'll see. We'll see. But who knows?
Yeah.
Anyways, let's see. Giants beat the Texans. I only bring that up because they're in our division, and your bet. So the Giants keep winning because they play absolutely nobody.
Yes.
And I'm tired of the Giants.
I am too.
They're gonna probably make the playoffs. Actually, I just wish they would fail, and they will. They will.
They will, man.
You got Daniel Jones. You're gonna die.
Yeah, something bad's gonna happen to that team soon.
Something bad. Check out this loss. This was a great fucking loss for the Raiders. Colts went to the Raiders with Jeff Saturday as the coach that's never coached in his life.
He's only coached high school football, but nothing above that.
That doesn't count for me as far as like professional. Like, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I think me and you could go coach a high school team.
Yeah, we could do that today.
Jesus. So Colts won this game 25-20, and I bring that up just because it was Saturday's first game, and Ellinger has been the starter, but he elected to start Matt Ryan, and Matt Ryan gets another win. So I'm assuming Matt Ryan's probably the guy moving forward, and I'm sure he did that just because of the experience and being a starter forever. But the Raiders fucking suck, bro.
They're bad.
How do you fucking have all the talent that they fucking have, and they're 2-7?
Yeah, they
have way too much talent to be 2. That's bad coaching.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw the owner come out and like give his support for Josh McDaniels. I'm like, why?
Yeah, he's fucking terrible.
Like, he's not a good head coach, bro. He burned Denver to the ground with all the shit that they had, and now he's doing the same thing.
Yeah,
Because this team has Josh Jacobs, who's a great fucking running back. They have one of the best receivers who's having a great year, actually, Devontae Adams. And all the defensive talent that they have, dude, I don't get it, dude. They're just a bad fucking coach team. That's the only way. That's the only explanation, bro. And by the way, Derek Carr, not good.
he's not good.
He's not going to be their starter forever.
No.
And I think they need to be moving on because he makes dumbass decisions.
Yeah.
I saw him crying after the game. I was like,
Yeah,
Jesus.
he's super emotional. He's pissed off, he said. And I was like, okay, man.
Yeah.
Your fucking team sucks.
You're the problem, bro.
You see that meme that is going around where it's like the rest of the NFL teams that play the Raiders should just hire some fan random and see if they can beat Josh Daniels as their coach. And then see
Seriously.
Because, he's fucking terrible. He started out like 6-0 in his NFL career, and then he has gone like it's been so I can't remember what it was. It was like 7-37 since then. He's not a good head coach. He needs to stick with being an offensive coordinator.
It's been bad.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's move on to let's just get into the Cowboys game. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, here we go.
Okay. Cowboys at Packers, Sunday, 3:25. Now, by the time this kicked off, I was buzzing highly. And by the time this game ended, I was really hammered. Because I had to be.
Yeah.
So watching this shit show that I watched.
Yeah.
So we lost the game 31-28 in overtime, by the way. And let me just put it this way. I'm not going to go completely crazy for very long at all. This team showed exactly why whenever they're in some sort of game, big game. This is not even really a big game because the Packers were they're so bad.
Yeah.
They were fucking 3-6, okay? And they go into Lambeau, and I know it's a tough place to go play.
Mm-hmm.
The Jets went in there and won this year. Somebody else went in there and won this year. The Packers are not the same Packers team.
Right.
They suck. They suck.
They're not good.
They haven't scored very many points at all. But you gave them 31.
They scored 9 against the Lions.
Exactly.
Worst defense in the fucking league.
Let's just put it this way, okay? And make sure you get your ears up here and listen to me, okay? Dak Prescott fucking sucks. He fucking sucks. And I'm sick and tired of watching him be the starting quarterback and be so fucking inconsistent and fucking terrible. Because he was fucking bad this Sunday. He was fucking bad. And he made some decent throws, sure. But he's too inconsistent to win these games. And look, he's never going to win a Super Bowl with the Cowboys. I've said that. I've on record saying that. And I'm going to continue saying that because of what he shows on the field on this past Sunday. There's no excuse for this game, dude. They had a bye week before. They should have came out and demolished the Green Bay Packers, who are fucking terrible this year, dude. They were 3-6, and you're 6-2, and you go in there and lay a fucking dud like this. Shouldn't even been close. Shouldn't have been close. And by the way, we were up by 14 in the fourth quarter and lost this fucking game.
Yeah, it was what, 28-14?
It was 28-14. Yeah. We're going into the fourth quarter, 28-14. I'm like, hey, this is great, man. We got this. Just make sure that don't give everything. Oh, no, of course not. They give up 14 points in the fourth quarter to Aaron Rodgers. They made Aaron Rodgers look like he was still Aaron Rodgers. They made a receiver that's been absolute dog shit forever have 3 touchdowns.
A rookie.
Who dropped the ball twice earlier in the game, looked terrible. He had 4 catches. 3 of those were touchdowns. So he had a 26.8 average because of that. And once again, let me just completely say out there, Dak's not the quarterback. McCarthy's not the coach. Oh, my fucking God, McCarthy's not the coach. The overtime thing. Look, I'm not as mad about that as you'd think I would be. When it was 4th, and I'm mad at the play calling. And that's fucking Kellen Moore, bro.
Yeah.
So it's a massive 3rd and 4 in overtime. And I don't agree with the play call. Because now you can scream at the refs all day long because they were all over Lamb. Whatever. I mean, that happens, dude. I think I'd rather see them run the ball on 3rd down right there. If you're going to go for it on 4th down, you know you're going to go for it. Run the fucking ball right there on 3rd and 4. You may get it. You may not, but maybe you just get back to the line. I think I'd rather see that, though. The 4th down call was fucking terrible, dude. They should have called a timeout right there and talked about that, dude. Or I'm okay with at least attempting that field goal right there. I'm okay either way. But I think you do have to kick it right there. I think you should have kicked the field goal.
Yeah.
It would have been a long field goal. It would have been a tough fucking field goal to make.
Yeah.
But Money Maher, baby, he's got the leg to make it.
He had enough leg for it for sure. But that's in Lambeau. That's a big ask. But
I think I'd rather see that. I mean, that's obviously especially because you're in overtime.
Yes.
And I mean, take the points there and hope that you make it. If you don't make it, it's like, hey, we tried 4th and 4. I don't think a lot of people are going to get onto you for not going for 4th down. I like the aggressiveness there, but I think I'd rather them call a timeout then and talk about it and make sure you have your best, like, 2-point conversion play or something.
Right.
Because what they ran was fucking terrible. Yeah. I went back and watched the film and watched what every receiver was doing. And it was awful. Gallup ran like a fucking crossing, but he wasn't even to the 4 yard. He wasn't even 4 yards. It was bad. Pollard was just a little flat. It was terrible, and that's where Dak tried to go with it after the pressure. By the way, Dak should have – oh, God. If you watch the play from behind, it'll make you vomit. He could have took off running before the pressure got there, and he would have got it easily.
Easy, yeah.
So his decision-making sucks. The play call sucks. And once again, this is the last thing I'll say about this game because I'm going to vomit. And by the way, you know I'm a Cowboys fan. But I'm just saying this team in these moments like this that are big moments, they shit themselves. And they do it all the time. Mm-hmm. And I'm fucking tired of it, dude. This is exactly what you get in a playoff game.
Yeah.
With a big thing on the line like this, and they look like they don't know what the fuck to do in these situations. And I'm tired of it. And it's coaching 100%, but it's fucking Jerry Jones, dude. He doesn't have anybody in here that does anything. And Mike McCarthy slammed his headset down after that 4th down. I'm like, okay, that's great, man. I mean, I'm glad you're mad about it because he obviously wanted to go to Green Bay and win.
Right.
Because that's where, that's who fired him. And he'll be fired soon, hopefully, with the Cowboys. If he goes one and done and they make the playoffs, and I mean, that's not a given, by the way, because you got the Giants and the Eagles up there.
Yeah, 100%.
You're going to have 3 people come out of that division to making the playoffs. We'll see. But if they're one and done, then you fire McCarthy. 100%, dude. I've already said I'm done with that fucking fat bastard anyways. I just don't think he's the guy. And if there was miscommunication on that play call, because Kellen Moore didn't know they were going to go for it on 4th down maybe, oh, God. Burn it to the ground, bro. And I want Kellen Moore fired so bad because his play calling, they don't run the fucking ball enough in that game, dude. That's the other thing. Fuck, man. They didn't run the ball enough. And the last thing I guess I could say is the defense couldn't stop the run either. The defense has got holes there, bro. Oh, my God. How many times did I say that when we were watching the game? They can't stop the fucking run.
Yeah, no, they were running all over you guys.
All over.
Yeah.
So it's disgusting. It's a bad fucking loss. You should have won that game. Fucking terrible loss. You're up by 14 going into the 4th quarter and you lose the game. First time in franchise history, by the way.
Yes.
They were 195-0 going into the 4th quarter like that by 14 or more. and they lost.
Yeah.
First time in franchise history.
That's bad.
Fucking
That's real
terrible.
bad.
I vomited. I wanted to.
Yeah.
I didn't actually, but it's a surprise actually because I had several beers.
Yeah.
So moving forward,
But yeah, I agree with you as far as Dak goes. That he's not your quarterback. He's not a good quarterback. He's certainly not worth $40 million.
that's the thing I fucking have a problem with, bro. We gave him $40 million a year for fucking what? This guy sucks, man.
Yeah, he's not.
Those picks sucked.
Yeah, he's not good, man. I haven't seen a guy getting paid that much make some of the shittiest throws I've ever seen.
Terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, leading up, like before the interceptions, he was missing guys and shit.
Yeah,
I'm
he
like,
was
this guy
overthrowing
fucking
guys,
sucks.
throwing behind guys, throwing at their feet and shit. I'm like, this guy's fucking awful.
Yeah, $40 million my ass.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
You'd be better. Cooper Rush would have won that game. Cooper Rush would have won that game probably.
Dude, I think I said that actually when we were watching. I'm like, I think I'd rather watch Cooper Rush right now because, you know, he had his bad game, but he didn't do shit like this, man.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was livid, bro. When we were watching that game, I had to respect everybody at the house we were in, but
yeah, I could tell, man. I was like, this is fucking awful.
yeah. Bad loss. We'll get into the next game after this. So let's get into your game last night, though, which I said before in our recap, or our preview of last episode, going in Commanders at Eagles. I was like, hey, man, it would be nice if you guys won this game. And of course, we both thought that's a pipe dream.
I was like, don't get your hope up, bro.
No one picked the Commanders to win. They ended up winning this game 32-21. That was more like, I think it was more like 26 or 25 because that last touchdown was.
Yeah, it was a defensive touchdown because of the Eagles were trying to lateral. And they fucked it up, and he picked it. There's a defender right there to pick it up and just walk into the end zone, no problem. So,
I mean, it looks good on the scoreboard, though.
Yeah, it does. I like that.
Yeah, I do too, actually, because I hate Philly.
But I can tell you what, man, if you want to know how to beat the Eagles, go watch the replay of this game because the Commanders' game plan worked out perfectly. They had the ball for 40 fucking minutes. Yeah. 40 minutes of a 60-minute game.
Time of possession was crazy, dude.
You just keep the ball out of Hurts' hands, and you can beat them. Their third down conversion rate was insane. It was over 80%, I think, towards the end of the game.
Well, it seemed like every time there was a third down, they picked it up.
Yeah, and Heineke got them in great position for third downs. He was always third and short, third and medium. There was not a lot of penalties. That was the other thing. They had 5 total penalties all game. So they weren't playing behind the chains a lot. But the run game, they had 152 rushing yards. They ran all over the Eagles. And that was a big key to their success. And also the defense, man. The last 2 games, I can't praise this defense enough. They've gotten so much better over the last 2 or 3 weeks. They should have won the game last week against Vikings, but there was a pick by Heineke that fucked that up. And bad clock management by our coach, which is great, and a bad penalty. But anyway, this actually worked out. It looks like it was a great division fight, and I thought the Eagles might come back and get it, but our defense was so strong. And of course, the Eagles, 4 turnovers in this game. But a part of that was our defense, man, making plays, stripping the ball. There was a couple of interceptions that looked really good. There was some calls for both teams, actually, but Commanders did get away with a couple of calls, like a face mask call on one of the fumbles, actually.
I feel like that's every game in the NFL.
Yeah.
The refs fucking suck, bro.
And I'll say this, man, Heineke makes this team better. I don't think
100%.
And there's one play that Heineke did that it wasn't even a completion. It was nothing. It was the play that the ball was snapped over his head, and he had to run back like 15 yards to get it. He turned around, went outside the tackle box, and hurled it towards the line of scrimmage out of bounds. Saved him like 20 fucking yards.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, if that happened to Wentz, that ain't happening. We lost 20 yards there if that was Wentz.
Yeah. I mean, if you sit there and think that Wentz should start, I mean, you're crazy.
Yeah. And Heineke did his thing. He threw a pick in the fourth quarter. There's 12 minutes left. It didn't hurt us that bad, but I mean, that's what he does, man. He's trying to make plays, and he's gonna throw picks, man. You get that with him. But he's also a huge spark plug for this team. He puts them in a great position. Like I've said a million times before, he extends plays when Wentz will not do that for you.
No, dude, not even close.
But this was a great win. You went to Philly. It was a huge division win. I mean, you're still kind of in this. I mean, the division is so good, but I mean, you're 5-5 now, and that was a big win. I mean, a lot of people were wanting the Eagles to get knocked off, and nobody was
I know I
expecting.
did.
Yeah,
I wanted it.
Yeah. You guys need some help from us, and so we helped you out there.
Appreciate it.
The Giants, of course, didn't help you, but
Well, they will.
Yeah, they will at some
Trust
point.
me, I'm not worried about that.
but this is a huge win for a Commanders fan because
Yep.
So the Eagles, they were the only undefeated team left, and they just got beat, and we kind of showed the world how to do it. You just got to keep Hurts off the field and keep that offense off the field because it's a pretty powerful offense. And I was really proud of the way the defense played. It kind of shut them down.
I don't believe in it. Philly.
Yeah, you don't believe in Philly, yeah.
Oh, I mean, and so, look, you can say that about every NFC East team, honestly.
Yeah.
Their schedules have been absolute cake,
Yeah, it's been pretty easy.
even though we should have beat Green Bay. But
Right.
at the beginning of the season, honestly, when I saw Green Bay on the schedule, I was like, that's probably going to be a loss.
Mm-hmm.
Because we didn't know the Green Bay was going to be so bad.
Right.
Now, it's a bad loss because they're so shitty this year. But, there's always that chance that Aaron Rodgers can be that asshole. And he was.
Yeah.
But this win for you, massive.
Massive win.
And that's why I say Ron Rivera be fucking crazy to start Carson Wentz next week.
Yeah, he comes off of the IR next week. He's eligible. I don't know what his injury status is. I don't know if he's going to be practicing this week, but if he does, I guess, you got a decision to make, but the decision's easy.
Yeah.
It's Heineke, man.
Even Troy Aikman said that last night.
Yeah,
He's like, Heineke's got to be the guy moving forward.
Yeah. Like I said, he's not the best fucking quarterback out there, but he's the best one for this offense right now that you got on your roster.
I mean, they clearly rallied around him. They've gone 3-1 since he started.
Yeah, he just put you in a better position to win. Like I said, and Wentz can't do the things he can do.
No, not at all.
And
Wentz still throws a lot of picks too, bro.
yeah, he does.
So
And he also stands in the back like a fucking statue and gets sacked more than
he's
Heineke
got
does.
no movement.
Yeah, Heineke got sacked maybe once or twice this game. The last time we played the Eagles, Wentz got sacked 9 times.
Yeah, I remember that.
So there you go. That's the difference between those
true.
two guys. So
And Heineke drinks Busch Light on the flight home.
yeah, this guy likes to party. This guy fucks actually. Heineke fucks, bro.
I'm a fan then already.
Yeah, I love the guy. He's not the best quarterback out there. He's not. But this guy fights hard, and that's what I love about him. He's got a big heart, and
It is pretty hard to not. It is pretty hard not to root for that kind of guy.
Yeah,
'Cause, God, he's been through the ringer, man.
Yeah, he's an underdog. He was like a backup for the XFL. You can't start in that league. What the fuck? But then he got his shot in the NFL. He's backed up a few teams on the NFL, and
Panthers, right?
yeah, and whenever he got whenever Fitzpatrick got down last year, got hurt, he came in, and that's kind of this legend of Taylor Heineke happened, and
He had a great first half, and then he shit the bed the second half.
yeah, and then that's why they brought in Wentz, which sucks. I was kind of hoping they'd give him another shot because, like I said, this guy has some great fucking plays in him, and he's just really good with this offense. You can tell the guys like him. So
I mean, it's just it's like you said, it gives you the best opportunity to win.
right,
I mean, that's fact, and you can see that when you watch the games.
yeah.
We've watched a couple of the games, and he's made those plays out of the pocket where he had to move. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I told you a million times, like, dude, Carson Wentz can't do that.
Yeah.
He just fucking can't.
And some of the plays you look, I'm like, holy shit, that's a great play. And then, of course, because of the gunslinger that he is, he throws into like triple coverage sometimes and gets picked. And, you got to live with that. You live and die with the gunslinger mentality there. But
Yeah, and like you said, their defense is playing a lot better.
they are, man.
So
And I think Chase Young is coming back next week against the Texans. He's been practicing for the last 2 weeks. He missed his last 2 games still, but he's been practicing.
it's a boost.
And him to come in while the defense is playing this well, it's going to be that's just a bonus. That's just a boost to the defense right there.
100%, yeah. I mean,
So.
We'll see what he does. I mean,
Yeah, you'll have to gauge what he does because of his. The ACL's a weird injury, man. Some people come back from it pretty easy. Some people struggle with it for the rest of their career. But hopefully he bounces back good, and because we could use that guy. We definitely need another pass rush on that defense. So
Yep.
But yeah, I'm happy with the win. Obviously,
I mean, I can't believe you're not over here doing backflips and just getting wasted.
You're right. I know. No, it was a great win, man.
I know why you're not though, because we were tired today still.
Yeah, we drank all the beers.
Oh God, you don't even get me started.
Yeah.
Okay, so next week though, you go to Houston, Commanders at Texans. So you should expect. I would expect Heineke to be the starter,
I hope so.
and I think you go into Houston and with the mindset of we take this one as well.
I hope so. Yeah.
Houston sucks.
Houston's terrible. They've got 1 win all year.
They're 1-7 and
yeah,
1.
yeah.
because they tied the Colts. Fucking terrible.
So yeah, that hopefully that'll get us back over 500. We're at 5-5 now. That'll put us at 6-5, and then hopefully the Bills lose, and I'm real close to my bet with Aubrey again.
Oh man, or you mean the Giants?
Giants.
Yeah.
What did I say? Bills?
Yeah.
Oh, that's stupid.
Now the Bills play the Browns at home, and the Bills should get right back on track.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so for us, Cowboys at Vikings.
Ooh.
Sunday at 3:25, which for some reason we still get the game of the week all the time. But I can tell you why, because we're America's team. This is going to be hard. The way you just lost in Green Bay, you're going to the Vikings, who are very good. They're 8-1, and they're very good.
Yeah.
And this is not a primetime game.
they just beat the Bills, so.
Yeah, and this is not a primetime game.
Yeah, so Kirk
Cousins should be Kirk Cousins.
Shouldn't choke his balls off.
Right. Because you beat him last year in Minnesota in a primetime game with Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're going to Minnesota. This is going to be a very tough game. I mean, this team's great. They just beat the Bills. Like you said, they're 8-1. I mean, they're a great fucking team. There's a ton of talent on this team.
To me, is probably the best team in the NFC. I mean, because like we talked about the Eagles, I don't know if they're for real or not, man.
They haven't beat the Minnesota just beat Bills. As far as I'm concerned, they're the best team in the NFC.
Yeah, I would say so too.
Yeah. In Buffalo, by the way, it wasn't a fucking home game.
Right? No,
they went on the road and won that game, and those are the types of games that you win to prove that you're the better team. You're one of the best teams.
Right.
Went on the fucking road, bro.
Yeah.
Against a team that's badass. So I'll be honest out there, guys. I don't expect us to win this game. I really don't. I just think that the Vikings are too loaded with Jefferson, and he's just going off every fucking week.
Mm-hmm.
They got Hawkinson. He's being used immediately. Kirk Cousins has no problem throwing him the ball.
Right.
They still got Cook.
Yeah.
We can't stop the run.
Yeah.
So that's a problem.
I see Cook having a big game, actually.
I do too.
The way Aaron Jones and that other guy that they have, I can't remember his name, but they ran all over you guys, man.
It was every fucking play.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
So the Cowboys' run defense is bad. Dalvin Cook is very good.
Mm-hmm.
Kirk Cousins is, he has his great moments.
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
He's got so much fucking talent.
Yeah.
You got Jefferson, Thielen, Hawkinson. I mean, this offense is fucking loaded.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, the Vikings defense is pretty fucking good.
They are.
And I don't really trust Dak Prescott to go up there and just turn. I mean, he's so inconsistent. You may have Dak Prescott killing it one week, and maybe that's this week. I don't know. But you'll have him fucking being stupid and throwing stupid picks, man. So, and then people will be like, well, it was CD Lamb's fault for not going to the flat route right there. Well, that's fucking miscommunication, bro.
Yeah.
How long have these guys been playing together?
Exactly.
How the fuck do you not know what to do? That's a problem.
Right.
And I don't trust Kellen Moore to win this game, and I really don't trust Mike McCarthy.
That's what I think, man. Preparation needs to be a big part of that, and I don't think your team has that, man.
No, because the coaching atrocious.
Staff is not great.
It's terrible. It's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
So I fully expect, I really do, guy. I'm sorry to say this out there, but I think that we lose on Sunday. I really fucking do. And I'll be watching, of course, and screaming, of course. But I don't know, man. I think we lose again. I really do. And it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough if you do, because you're 6-4 at that point. And man, you, like I said, bro, you got the Bucks. They're coming on, and look, the Giants and the Eagles are leading the division. So you're gonna have to keep pace with these other teams like the 49ers. If the fucking stupid Packers somehow come up and keep winning.
And the Eagles play the Colts, so, and they just came off of a bad loss to the Commanders. So
God, I wish the Colts beat the Eagles. That would be amazing.
They're going to, I don't know. They're going to light them up, I think.
And the Giants play Detroit at home, and I'm like, God, could that be even more of a layup?
Yeah, you guys really need to win this game.
Uh-huh.
And it's against the best team in the NFC, so good luck with that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you have that NFC West where you have the Seahawks, the 49ers. The Cardinals are terrible, but they did win, actually. So if you start losing, I mean, you're getting into that territory where you're not going to win your division.
Yeah.
So you're going to have a better record than some of these other teams to make it as a wild card.
Yeah.
And we'll see.
Yeah, the NFC is just so weird right now, and so yeah, you need to start winning some games.
It starts on Sunday, but man, I don't know, dude. The Vikings have won 7 straight, and they just look so good.
Yeah, they're good, man.
And we'll see. But let me know. Let us know or what you're thinking out there as far as the Cowboys or the Commanders, actually. I don't know, dude. God damn it, Leaf. I fucking hate Mike McCarthy, bro. I just think he sucks as a coach, man.
He has not been good since he's come to Dallas.
No.
At all.
No. And, God, it's just like you said, bro, the preparation. I just feel like they're never prepared for any sort of situation, dude.
Yeah.
And it just goes right back to the coaching, dude. Fuck.
Like going on, like doing that big 4th down call, like they did not look like they didn't know none of them looked like they knew what the fuck was called. Like
that's what I'm saying. I'm okay with going for that because I would have rather have kicked the field goal. Let me make that straight. 100%. Kick the field goal. Just take your chances there. It's a long field goal, but Maher is the leg. It's in Lambeau. It's going to be a tough kick. But if you're going to go for it on 4th, like I said, 3rd down's got to be something different than what you did. And then if you're going for it on 4th, take a timeout, man. Make sure you got the best play call that you have for 4 yards like that or 5 yards. Fuck the 4 yards. Go 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And make sure Gallup runs an actual fucking a route that's over 4 yards. God damn, man. That's fucking pee-wee shit.
I don't know how you need the 1st down. I don't know how your route is is 3 yards if you need 4.
Because they're not well coached.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
If it's 4th and 4, you need to run your best 3rd and medium play. 3rd and 6th play.
Madden always used to say that.
Yeah.
Madden was always about that. He's like, I don't understand how you have to have 4 yards and you run a 2-yard pass or a 3-yard out. Go 6 fucking yards.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
There's plenty of routes that you run past that mark. And I've never gotten that ever.
I put it on fucking Kellen Moore and Mike McCarthy for being completely unprepared. You call a timeout right there and make sure you have the best thing in the playbook, man. God, don't get me fucking started again. So we go to the Vikings, and I don't expect to win. I really don't. So we'll see what happens, okay?
All right. And I expect my team to win, and so hopefully
you should. You should because Houston is atrocious.
Yeah, it's kind of like a bye week, bro. Hopefully. I hope it is.
You better hope to God it is. Sitting at 1-7. Don't lose to a 1-7 team, bro.
Unless they put Wentz in there, then I'm like, fuck, I'm not watching this game then.
That'd be a bad decision. Okay. All right. We're going to move on from the NFL. We're going to end a couple crazies. We're ending this on 2 crazy things. 2 crazy things, okay? Actually, I don't have to urinate yet.
Yeah, me neither. I'm good.
Wow, that's amazing for us.
That's awesome.
Okay.
First time in history.
2 crazy stories to end. That's true. 2 crazy stories to end, and I'm going to take one, and Leaf's going to take the other because these are both hilarious.
All right.
All right. Now, this first one, my crazy story, Leaf doesn't know what this is.
That's why I like doing this.
Exactly. Me too.
Blind reaction.
Yeah, exactly. And this is definitely not going to be what you're thinking.
Okay.
Okay. Leaf, I've talked about this band with you a few times. This band.
Okay.
Okay. A few times. I even have gone to see them live, and I wanted you to go with me. You refused to go. And I was like, why?
I think I know the band name.
Okay, who is it?
Is Gore?
Exactly.
Okay. I have not. I still don't know what this story is. So
yeah, no. That they recently. So a lot of bands now, you know how it is now. You don't sell many albums.
Right.
You make your money off of merch and touring, right?
Touring, yep.
All right, and other stuff that you release. Okay.
Yeah.
They're not in any sort of other thing, so they're the same way. So now their lead singer, but before his name was Odorous Yarungus.
Right.
He passed away.
Yes.
No longer with us.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. I love that dude. Miss him actually a lot because he was great. They decided to kind of memorialize him in some way and sell some new merch to make sure that he's not forgotten, basically. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is what they did. You can buy this right now out there, okay? Or anybody. It doesn't matter, but probably more on the female side. So this is the title of the story. Gore launched dildo of Odorous Yarungus Cuttlefish of Cthulhu. So now, if you've ever seen Gore live, Odorous Yarungus used to perform. They're obviously in costume. But he always had a massive penis basically hanging off. That was not a real penis. It was obviously just a fake thing. So they're releasing these dildos now that you can go out there and buy right now. And I looked, actually. So you can definitely do that. Now, Gore, his Otis Yorgis thing was called the Cuttlefish. So that's what they're selling right now.
So that's what they called his member that he wore on stage?
Correct. Now, this is not the same thing as his giant rubber cock that he had on stage. These are actually full-on legit dildos that you can buy if you're a lady
I'm
or
pulling
man.
this
I
up
don't
right now.
know. You know, I'm not judging. Whatever you want to do, I don't care. So these are, and the pictures are out there. One's called the Cuttlefish of Cthulhu. Well, they're all called that, I guess, but there's different colors and there's different kind of things.
So I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah. So they're very funny looking, but they are legit.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to say that, hey, man, shout out to Gore, bro, for not only keeping his name out there, bro, but making sure that we take care of the ladies. Or, hey, look, or man, I don't know. I'm not judging. You know, do whatever you want to do out there. But these are hilarious looking, by the way. Make sure you go look at these pictures and what they look like because it's fucking hilarious. And you'll laugh your ass off. So,
Wow.
you think you're going to be interested? Should I buy you one?
No, I'm good, bro.
Okay. So these come in 3 different colors and 4 different sizes now that I'm reading this, ranging from 7.5 inches to a whopping 15.25 inches in length.
Jesus.
Now, if you're out there as a woman and you buy that 15.25 inches, I don't want to meet you.
Oh my God. I'm looking at this picture and it's showing the XL and it's got like a beer can next to it.
Yeah.
That thing is fucking massive compared to this
That's
can.
the
dude.
15-inch long one, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Like I said, if you're out there and you're a woman and you want that one, I don't want to meet you.
Yeah, if you can take that, then you'll be disappointed when you get in bed with me.
Or every person ever, probably.
Yeah.
That's not named like fucking
Lexington Steel. Bro.
Lexington Steel. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, make sure you go out there and get the Cuttlefish of Cthulhu. Now they run $84.99. I looked.
That's pretty steep.
Yeah. So we'll see. Now the extra large one, the 15 one, runs to $199. So it's a little more expensive the more you get, just because you have to account for
It says
manufacturing.
somebody here in chat. It says that they got an entire movie about his cock. Is that true? I've never seen it.
Well, I've never seen that either, but it wouldn't surprise me. So, but I definitely miss.
It's that famous, I guess.
I miss Otis Yorgis 100%.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
I'm glad they're commemorating him, still keeping him in there and all that, or at least his cuttlefish cock. So
Very cool.
make sure you
All
go
right,
out there, ladies or men. I'm not judging, like I said.
I mean, I hope that once my music career's over and I die, somebody, kind of hooks me up that way.
Hey,
It's not going to be 15 inches long.
No. It would be less than half of that.
It's just very mediocre size.
Oh, okay. All right, move on to your crazy one, which you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
So this is probably a website a lot of us fellas have visited before,
It's one of my favorites.
or we've at least seen scenes on like the free sites for
Yes.
sure.
Yes.
But the popular porn site Bang Bros.
And don't lie out there if you haven't heard of that, you're lying.
I've had a subscription to this before. This was like before you could really find free porn like it is now.
Okay.
But I did have a subscription to Bang Bros before. I will admit that. They
That's
have
good.
thrown their name in the hat and put in a bid of $10 million for the naming rights to Miami Heat's NBA stadium, which right now is called I think it's actually
FTX Arena.
Yeah, they lost their actual sponsor. They're looking for a new sponsor. That's what it is. And so Bang Bros says, "Hey, here's $10 million for us to get our name on there."
Now, please make sure this happens.
Yeah, I would love for this to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing says Bang Bros is an unlikely contender with obviously because the nature of their business. But
I would fucking love it, though.
Bang Bros is big in Miami. That's where they're based out of. So I mean, what the fuck? I mean, it's a match made in heaven right there.
Yeah, no, I saw that they intended to change this to Bang Bros Center, a.k.a. the BBC.
That would be perfect. This is a perfect marketing opportunity for Miami Heat, bro.
The BBC hashtag Bang Bros cares.
You're You're gonna sell out so many games if you do this. So
It's not gonna happen.
if
bro.
I was the owner, bro, I would do it 100% just to fucking troll
It's
everybody.
not gonna happen, but
No,
that would
it's
be
not.
amazing.
Yeah, but they did. They put up a bid of $10 million though.
And I'm sure they have it. No
Oh,
problem.
Yeah, that's easily.
Yeah.
Because that's a great site.
Yeah, it is.
I will say that. I
It
don't.
is.
I haven't paid for porn in so long. So, but
Yeah, I don't know why you would.
nah.
Outside
But,
of OnlyFans, ladies, we love you.
Yes, right. Yeah, that would be great. I would love to see that, honestly. And if I was an owner of any team, I would do some crazy shit like that actually, just to fuck around.
Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's. I'm pretty sure Adam Silver, the commissioner of the NBA, would not let this
Yeah,
happen.
I mean, it's probably gonna have to be approved, and so it wouldn't get approved. But the fact that they had the balls to do that is fucking amazing.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it, and I'm sure, like you said out there, if you haven't heard of Bang Bros, you're lying.
yeah.
You're lying.
The Bang Bus, bro.
Yeah. God, there's so many.
Yeah,
So that's the thing. When you join that, you get access to multiple
like
sites.
15 sites, dude.
And you're like, this is the best decision I've ever made.
It's a great deal.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Yes, it's the best deal you'll ever make in your life. Now, again, I'm with Leaf. I haven't paid in that so long just because
Yeah.
it's free everywhere now.
I mean, you got
Pornhub.com,
and-
baby.
Yeah. I mean, you can see. All you have to do is type in Bang Bros in Pornhub, and you'll get some scenes. I mean,
100%.
sometimes they're not the whole scene a lot, but whatever, man. It's free. So,
It's free.
but yeah.
Now, I want to say real quick, too, speaking of Pornhub, in December sometimes when they release their top search things for the year, because they do that all the time, we're definitely bringing that list up.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'll do this for another episode? But did we go over the list of the top visited shopping sites of the year?
I don't think so.
Okay, I'll do that.
Maybe we'll do that next one.
Yeah, since it's getting closer to the end of the year, I'll look it up again.
Yeah,
but-
it's so many good lists come out.
Yeah.
Our Spotify things will come out.
Yes.
Pornhub's #1 searched phrases and #1 Pornhub.
Those are gold, bro.
Exactly. And they do it by state.
Yeah.
So we'll know. We'll definitely do Texas and see what's going on here in our home state.
I can't wait for that. Actually,
We'll do the whole country and then we'll do our state and be like, what the hell's wrong with our state?
right. Yeah.
Okay.
What the fuck are y'all looking up over here?
Yeah. So we're looking forward to that. But hey, man, Bang Bros. I definitely would love to see. I would love to see the Miami Heat play in the Bang Bros Center, aka the BBC.
BBC, dude.
God damn it, that would
God.
make the NBA more interesting.
That's a huge missed opportunity, dude.
Massively missed opportunity. I hope they do it as well. But man, fuck Adam Silver if he denies that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it will, but we can hope.
Yeah, well, definitely. So we'll see. All right, man. Let's do our songs of the week and then get the fuck out of here for episode 55 so we can have a couple more beers and just relax. I know you guys are excited and want us to stay on forever, but we can't do that, motherfuckers.
We got it. All good things come to an end.
Exactly. Okay, do you want to start off?
Yeah, I'll. This song I was actually jamming to on the way over here.
Okay.
Came up on my list when I was driving. It's a band we all know and love from 3 Days Grace. It was released a couple years ago, probably. As far as I think on their last album that they put out, this is kind of their first single. And I remember when we both, you texted me and you said, man, this band just puts out bangers. That's all they do is put out hits.
That's all they fucking do, bro.
Bangers after banger, dude. And so the song is called So-Called Life by 3 Days Grace. And it just slaps so hard, dude. And I love it so much.
I love it. I can tell you right now, anytime they release a single, it's going to be #1
Yeah.
because that's what they do.
That's all they do.
And they've literally,
hits.
I think they've put out the most #1 hits as a rock band ever
Probably.
in history.
I'm
I'm pretty sure
That wouldn't shock me at all.
because every single they put out was #1.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
And their new singer that they got after the original singer, he's just as good.
Yeah. 100%.
I love him. I think he's great, and I'm pretty sure he's the bass player's brother.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and so he just came in and kicked ass, and yeah, I just such a good band. It's a
We
great
saw
song.
him live one time for your birthday, like 4 or 5 years ago, and it was at that Bomb Factory.
Yeah.
Fucking great show.
Oh my god, dude, I had a great time that night. I was pumped, and yeah, I mean, it's just such a good band, dude.
Yeah, they were great.
Great choice, man.
So go check it out. So if you haven't heard it yet, it's been out for a couple years, though. But So-Called Life, 3 Days Grace. That's my song of the week.
So-Called Life, great fucking song. Good choice. Mine is actually who we just saw Friday night. I've been jamming to him leading up to
Nice.
that show. and then kind of got hooked on. He has an album coming out in like a week from now, I think.
Yeah, I'm ready for that.
But he's already released like 3 or 4 songs off of that. The song is called it's Cody West is the artist, like we mentioned first in the beginning of this episode. That's who we went and saw Friday Night Live. And the song is called Falling. He didn't play that live, actually. I was kind of bummed. Or at least I don't remember him playing that.
Yeah, I was about to say, do you remember?
He played one of the songs off that I did remember.
Yeah.
Called Circles.
Circles, yeah, and that was a good one.
That's a great one. But this song's called Falling. He didn't play it. I would have remembered. Because this is
remember him saying it, yeah.
Yeah, this is the one that I've kind of been like, damn, this is a great fucking song.
Nice.
It's not country. It's not.
Yeah, no, I know he's billed as kind of a country act, but I mean, it's not.
No.
It's more, I wouldn't know what you would say. It's rock on the rocks, soft rock side, not soft, but like, I don't know what you would call it, man.
Yeah, it's tough to label it because, I just don't know. But I'll tell you, the chorus is all electric guitar and just a power.
Yeah, a lot of big guitars in his songs, and
it's a great song.
Yeah.
So make sure you go out listening to that. Cody West, Falling is the song. And then, of course, give 3 Days Grace some love because, my God, they're just so good.
So good.
Every time. Every time.
And listen to my girl Taylor Swift's new album. Honorable mention.
Keep listening to the Become a Swiftie like Leaf.
I want to see her live, dude.
I
I'm
know.
gonna cream my pants.
Okay. Well, we'll definitely review that when it comes to time. I don't care about you creaming your pants, but it's all good. And if you do it, then I understand.
Yeah.
I've done that with Metallica.
Yeah.
I get it. All right, man, let's get out of here. Listen to our songs of the week. And make sure, if you're watching us on Twitch and YouTube right now, thank you so much for hanging out. I know a bunch of you guys were in there. I tried to type to you guys. We can't really do that when we're talking because we just kind of treat this as recording. So we try to type as much as we can to respond to you guys. Thank you for watching live because that's kind of what we're doing. It's fun. It's just a lot of fun. And make sure you go out there. We have social media pages everywhere. We have a new Leaf set up a link tree with all of our links, so we've been posting that a lot. So make sure you look at our socials. We're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube. Everything's at Eskimo Brothers Podcast. Twitch is twitch.tv/Eskimo Brothers Podcast. YouTube, just search for us at the Eskimo Brothers Podcast. Or, like I said, we're posting that link tree a lot. So if you follow us, you'll definitely see it out there. And make sure you go follow everything and subscribe. It's all free. I know we're asking a lot, though. It's a lot of pages, a lot of things. But, hey, man, we got to be everywhere. And we post a lot of funny TikToks. We try to anyways. From our episodes and then whenever we're just drunk and having a fun time. So make sure you do that. And our audio will come out on Thursday, Leaf.
Right. Yeah, we drop the audio version on Thursdays like we have been doing ever since football season started. That's on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music. Those are the bigger ones. But that is what we would love for you to do, and we say every episode, is go to Apple Podcasts. If you listen on there, go to our page there and scroll down to the write a review section. Right above that, there's the 5 stars. You rate us 5 stars and then hit write a review and give us just a couple of sentences of how good it is and submit that for us. That helps out a lot, helps us get in front of more listeners. And then on Spotify, all you got to do is go to our page, click on the stars thing, and it'll pop up with how many stars you want to select. If you do 5 stars on that as well, we'd appreciate it. The algorithm and stuff like that. That's the biggest thing for those audio podcasts, is that algorithm gets us in front of a lot of more people. So we would definitely appreciate you if you do that. So.
100%. So I want to say thank you guys again so much for hanging out with us, as always. Make sure you have a great evening tonight if you're watching us live again, or if you're listening on Thursday, make sure you have a great fucking day and a great weekend, and we will see you next week.
Also, this Thursdays we're coming back for Thursday Night Football on Twitch and YouTube.
Good point.
And
I totally forgot about that.
That's a more laid back stream. We'll be able to kind of interact with you guys more in the chat, and we won't show the game, but we'll have it on, and we'll just be chatting about it and chatting about other things as well. So
yes,
join us for that.
Good point. I forgot about that completely. That's why you're here with my co-host.
That's right, bro.
Yeah. So, I think the Thursday night game is a good one, too. I think it's Tennessee at Green Bay.
Yeah, it should be a lot better than fucking Falcons-Panthers. So.
Yeah. We're actually excited to watch this game.
Yeah.
And I hope Aaron Rodgers fucking goes to hell. Is what I hope. So, we'll be, like Leaf said, we're on our Twitch and YouTube channels on Thursday Night Live for Thursday Night Football. And like he said, it's laid back, and we can talk to chat and everything. So, it's great. So make sure you come hang out with us then. And once again, thanks for listening out there. on every platform. And OG listeners, man, you guys know who you are. We fucking love you, man.
Yeah, we love you guys, man, and just help us out on those all that stuff we just talked about.
Exactly. All right, let's get the fuck out of here, man.
Let's
We're
go,
talking
man.
too much at the end.
Yeah,
here.
we do.
So, cheers, everybody. We'll see you. Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
We will see you next week with a brand new podcast episode, as always. And keep us up to. We'll just look at us and we'll keep you up to date. We may change the schedule a little bit. We talked about that. So, love you guys. Cheers, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Cheers.
This has been another episode of the Eskimo Brothers Podcast. Thank you for listening, and be sure to follow or subscribe to the podcast on your favorite podcast streaming service. And until next time, remember, an Eskimo Brothers bond is worth more than gold.
Some things have been